Connecticut, what's your perspective?
Now we're along the Connecticut Wine Trail. We are in Preston, Connecticut, in eastern Connecticut, at the beautiful and stunning Preston Ridge Vineyards. Mellow during in here,
but the wine
mellow
gets
when
out,
you sample it. So these are little infants, like the little babies. See them now, and then they will be ready for pouring.
They'll be ready.
They do weddings and events, and of course they have marvelous wines from Europe and America and so much more. Stomping of the grapes.
Well, that's true.
Like
that's even a generation ahead of the basket prices.
The stomping of the grapes. We'll be back to see you guys.
Yes.
See, we were going to do that today. So we're going to check that all out here in Preston, Connecticut at Preston Ridge Vineyards. Here we go.
Well, welcome to Preston Ridge Vineyard. We're happy to have you here.
Yeah, this is a real pleasure. So we're going to take a look at some of the property and the vineyards as well, but also do a little tasting, right?
Sure.
Look at some of that. Where are we now? What's this location?
People call this typically the wine cellar. So I guess I'm a cellar rat, which is the typical wine term. But this is where the juice or the grapes come to be fermented, which is the starting process for the wine. And then once we ferment or press the white grapes and ferment, we typically pump them into these big tanks behind us.
These guys here. So after it comes out of here, then where does it go?
Okay, well typically, of course, we process it and age it, but if it's some of the wine that is going to be aged in oak, then it will go into the oak barrels.
So it goes into those barrels.
Those barrels, yeah. You know, into the winery. Some of the wines require aging in the barrels over there or here.
Yeah, so
and typically it's the red wines that require the most aging. This is our press. This is called a hydraulic press, which is used to separate the grape skins and get, separate from the juice.
And how does it actually
work? So it presses.
It actually,
we just hook it up to the regular water.
Yeah.
To the water with a hose, and inside it, you can't see it real well from here, but there's a big rubber membrane in the middle.
Inside.
Yeah, so we fill the whole outside with the grapes, and then when you turn the water on, the membrane expands out and pushes all the wine out through these little holes in the side. Yeah.
Okay, so we're at some of the vineyards here, and what kind of wine comes from that vineyard there, Steve? Okay,
that field is our Vidal Blanc field, which is one of the wines you'll be tasting. It's an estate Vidal Blanc. It tends to be a dry white wine. I like it. It's very kind of tart and tasty wine. Nice. So these are our lower fields.
These are the lower fields, and we're going to go to the upper field.
We'll go to the upper fields, yeah.
All right, why don't we do that right now?
Okay. These are our Cabernet Franc grapes, it's a red grape, relative of Cabernet Sauvignon, and it grows better in the Connecticut climate. Yeah. And you can see they're getting very big clusters, but they'll really look nice in the fall when they turn red.
September, October, they'll be ready?
Yes. Yeah, these will probably be harvested in early to mid-October.
We have some wines poured here, and it's time to do a little tasting in the tasting room, right? Why don't we start with this one? What is this one?
This one is our melange, which is a blend of two different red grapes. It's kind of supposed to be like a Bordeaux blend, which is one of our favorite wines.
That's very nice. This is a popular one too.
Yes.
Yeah. How's this guy here?
That one is our estate Chardonnay. The word estate means that it's 100% here. It's a Connecticut grown. It's actually Preston Ridge Vineyard grown wine. They're grape, and it's made here and everything. That's our very own. Anything that's estate. And we tried to stick with some of the estate wines here in the sample we're giving you.
That's delicious.
We typically.
It's light,
yes,
very light and airy. And as we continue, I'm enjoying this.
This is another one, yeah. This is a grape called Vidal Blanc, and here again, it's another estate wine. We grow the grape here, and Vidal Blanc tends to be a northern grape. It's used a lot for ice wines and things like that, but we like it. It tends to make a very acidic, tart wine.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a punch, just a
Yes.
little bit of a little edge to it, which is nice.
Which, yes, it is.
Counters the other ones. Yeah, that's very, very nice. Now, what's this beauty here?
Now, this is one of our rosés. We typically have a sweet rosé and a dry rosé. This is the sweet rosé,
this is
and it's
nice.
called the Sundell Farm Rosé. And interesting enough, Sundell Farm was the dairy farm that was on this property for like 150 years before it was purchased by our family. So,
There's
yeah,
a buttery
kind of-
texture to that. That's
yeah.
really nice. So best of luck to you guys.
well, thank you very much.
Thanks for
Thank you
being
very
on the
much,
show.
Corbett.
Cheers.
Yes, cheers.
A very special place here in Preston, Connecticut, Preston Ridge Vineyard, filled with fabulous wines, European, American, of course the estate wines, which are right here. We saw a little of the process, we got a chance to taste, and of course talk about the history of the winemaking business here in Connecticut. Love it here. I think you will too. It's tucked away a little bit of heaven in the eastern section of our beautiful state of Connecticut. That's my perspective of Connecticut, but hey, what is yours? Come here to Preston Ridge Vineyard in Preston, Connecticut. Check it out, do a little tasting, so I think you're gonna love it.